Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another GTA 6 pre-release coverage video. Today we're talking all about what is happening inside Rockstar Games versus what the Rockstar Games CEO is saying publicly in regards to GTA 6. Now, as a lot of you already know by now, GTA 6 has unfortunately been delayed yet again. And there's actually a lot of stuff happening internally at Rockstar Games, especially in response to the release of their previous games and things that have gone wrong internally, that actually explain a lot of what we're seeing happen right now, especially in regards to the delay of GTA 6. So we're going to be getting into all of that in this video. Again, there's some stuff that's happening internally, then there's what's happening publicly from the Rockstar Games CEO. It's a whole mess, but we're going to be breaking down everything in this video. So make sure to stay tuned. We got a lot of really important information to cover today. As always, leave a like, subscribe down below for more GTA 6 coverage. But first off, here's a quick shout out, and after that, we'll get into the video. Now, today's shout out goes to a really awesome comic book known as Justice Allowed, Corruption Denied. In a town where truth gets tangled, one judge cuts through the noise. Judge Zachary Hoffman may be blind, but he sees every scheme that walks into his courtroom. When a glamorous local celebrity is accused of trying to poison her husband, the courtroom unravels into chaos, and the only victim is the family parrot. Dramatic lawyers clash, witnesses drift off course, and a jury cares more about lunch than the law. And Hoffman manages to steady the room with his dream team. Major, his dog, and a team of oddball staff supporting every call he makes. He brings humor, heart, and a hint of rebellion to each case, aiming to not only uphold the law, but expose who think they can twist it. Justice has never looked or sounded quite like this. The book is written by Robert Stewart, who's also the founder of Giggling Gods Entertainment, who specializes in producing and releasing incredible comic books just like this. And Giggling Gods Entertainment has some really exciting cartoons, more comics, and games coming out in the near future. So I'll leave two links at the top of the video description down below that I recommend checking out. Link one is to the book Justice Allowed, Corruption Denied on Amazon. Highly recommend checking it out. It's an incredible comic book that genuinely has a super interesting story. And I'll also leave a link to the Giggling Gods Entertainment website. Check them out, and you can also sign up for their newsletter if you scroll all the way to the bottom, so you can get notified whenever they publish new comics or any future projects that they embark on. So definitely check it out, and make sure to get your copy of Justice Allowed, Corruption Denied today. But with that being said, and without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this video. So over the past couple of weeks, there has been a lot of noise surrounding the recent delay of Grand Theft Auto 6 yet again. Now, there's kind of two sides to this story that I'd like to talk about in this video. The first side is what's happening internally at Rockstar Games, and the second side is what Rockstar Games is saying publicly about this delay. So let's first talk about what Rockstar Games is saying publicly. In typical Rockstar Games fashion, there hasn't been much context regarding these recent delays. Their CEO has done multiple interviews over the past couple of months where he's reiterated many times that the reason for the delays is because they want to get GTA 6 right. There's a lot riding on this game, and they really want to make sure that this game is the best they can possibly make it. Now, there is a lot of truth to that statement, however, in my opinion, it does not tell the full story. So let's talk about what Rockstar Games is doing internally and what's happening at the company. Now, if we take a step back to 2018, that was when Rockstar released their latest game to this day, Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, the game released, it was slightly delayed, but it released, people loved it. Highly recommend playing it if you haven't already. But after the release, shortly after, there were many articles describing the working conditions at the company to release Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, it's very common for video game publishers and developers to have what we call crunch time before a game releases. It's exactly what it sounds like. This is pretty much where the developers and anyone that's hands-on with the game works overtime to get the game out on time, squashing bugs, patching up any last-minute things, and really making sure they can meet that released date window. And shortly after the release of Red Dead Redemption 2, Rockstar Games had a mini PR disaster that they had to deal with. Allegedly, developers were working many hours overtime, not the greatest working conditions, and just not a good place to work, especially during that crunch time window for Red Dead Redemption 2. So a few months after that, they did release a statement to the media that basically said they're looking to make changes, they're going to improve, they've learned from this experience, and in my opinion, that is what we're seeing now with GTA 6. Now, GTA 6 is an absolute behemoth of a game. It is the first GTA game in the series that is being developed by Rockstar Games worldwide, rather than almost entirely at their New York City headquarters. This is similar to what Rockstar did with Red Dead Redemption 2, however this game is simply at a much larger scale. So there's a lot of components here, there's many systems, many things that Rockstar Games needs to get right before this game can be released. So what I am seeing now, in my opinion, is Rockstar Games really trying to make sure that they don't have a repeat of 2018 with crunch time. Now, the question really is the recent delay was not a few months, it was many months, and this is a lot of time to delay a game, even if you're accounting for crunch time. So it could be a matter of them simply not estimating when the game will be in a playable state, or they're trying to give themselves more than enough headway this time, so with this delay, there should not be another one. I'd like to think it's a mix of both. Hopefully it is the latter a little bit more. However, the fact still stands that the situation in 2018, in my opinion, is playing a large part to what we're seeing now. Now, a lot of people, including myself, would really have preferred to see a trailer of any sort to kind of follow up the delay announcement to kind of soften the blow. However, it seems like that is not going to be happening. I'm still hopeful for a larger trailer to be releasing soon. It's been a while since we've had any type of real footage of Grand Theft Auto 6, and I think we are due for a little teaser of sorts, so hopefully that is coming sooner rather than later, but that is kind of where we are at the moment. There was a new update for Grand Theft Auto Online announced, which is super exciting, so expect a video about that real soon. So they still have a little team working on GTA Online for GTA 5, but as we discussed previously on this channel, the large majority of the company is solely focused on GTA 6. So that's kind of the wrap. That is what is happening both internally and externally at Rockstar Games, but I want to hear all of your thoughts down below. Do you think this delay is warranted? Do you think they kind of overdid it? Do you think that this is genuinely in response to crunch time, or do you think the game is simply not ready yet and they are way behind schedule? Let me know your thoughts and opinions about all of this in those comments down below. But that's going to wrap it up for today. If you enjoyed this video and you like staying updated on the latest news surrounding GTA 6, especially pre-release coverage just like this, subscribe down below for more videos just like this. But that's going to wrap it up. Thanks for tuning in, thanks for listening, and I will see you in the next one.